Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 10 flat. Set cut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Cut.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now you look at this Patriots defense. Now they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here we go. Blue, 32.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8.
Yellow, 43, ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Ready. 45. Cut.
Now back to throw. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And this will be incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll throw with May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Looking to throw, May. Catch made here by Campbell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
No fucking in here, baby.
May going to give it to Henderson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity.
Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now you look at this Patriots defense. Now they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw, it's May. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Yep, 45, here you go.
On first down, it's Henderson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's May. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Crazy.
Throwing here is May. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's fielded at the 45. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's May. And he spots Henderson open left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st down.
To the air, May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a second and 10. He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Got it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
60 red.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Kinner here, it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Come on, set.
They'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
21 yards. First down, Miami.
Ready. Hut.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
What's that? 5. What's that?
From the shotgun, May with it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now third down and very long. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Second and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they go play action with May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they can't bring him down. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And
unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Drive. 95. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Henderson running straight ahead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Here's May. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
33, yellow. Ready.
2nd and 1. A short throw there, pulled in by all. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Set.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Come on, set.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Patriots 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he
certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. One hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
560. Real green.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you got looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. He is out of bounds inside the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Wide open receiver complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
To throw, it's May. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Crazy. Hey, what's that?
From the shotgun, they run with Henderson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, what's that?
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, here goes tonight. Hey, what's that?
They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Let's go. 50, green. Ready?
They begin the drive with Williams. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Card red. Blaster, 6. Black shot. Fight, red, cycle, ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Here's a catch downfield by Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Black, 95. Ready, ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Set.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
60 red. 60 set.
Back to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Pats at the line ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
The 35-yard line.
Keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling. Yeah, they can't stop it. Keep rolling.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Come on, set.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
52 blue.
He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on a return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Come with me, come with me. What's that? Hey, what's that?
To the right side, this is Henderson. They'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the air, May. Short throw, that's caught by Davis.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Crazy.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A big play looming on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now first and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is first and 10. He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice